Hello friends! Today we're going to check out the final beta for Phantom Blade Executioners. You might remember this is the game that I won the contest for last year, so I felt like it was worth coming back to it. Let me just make sure everything's set up here. So they added Shang, who I named appropriately not Virgil. We've tried these two characters before. They are wiping yet again. This is going to be the third time that they're wiping, so I don't feel like really playing this an unhealthy amount, but well, you can check it out at least. Check out the changes and everything. Alright. So this is the beginning of the game, so there's not really any thought process into gearing. You put on whatever makes the numbers go up. So they have made some changes to the cash shop from what I've seen. There's a bunch more packages. They also added a battle pass. I know people don't like when that kind of thing is announced, but it is what it is. I gotta talk about it. From what I'm seeing here, you get how many pulls? You get 10 pulls, and then you get a couple thousand ingots, so you can probably get about maybe 20, 25 pulls. It definitely isn't really a good thing that they're adding more monetization. However, this game doesn't really have any pulls for characters or anything. It's only for the Phantoms, so I guess they're trying to make more money off each individual person. It's generally people who buy battle passes aren't whales. They're people that they like the game enough to play it every day or at least several times a week, and they they want to spend at least a little money on it, but they're not whales. They're not even, they're like dolphins at best. So I guess that's why they're doing this. However, the elephant in the room, don't ask me why this is in yen. The elephant in the room is that your phantoms don't carry over between characters. So that is definitely the worst thing about how this game is monetized. So if you get a best-in-slot Phantom for one character, you can't share it with the other, or vice versa. So, hopefully that's something they're getting a lot of complaints about. Because I think it's pretty unfair. If you get something, you should be able to use it on every character as far as I'm concerned. Now, these guys have been pretty receptive to feedback, so maybe they'll make it so you can, maybe they'll make it so you can, like, maybe transfer it one time or something like that. I think that would be a little bit more fair than what they're doing right now. But unfortunately, games that are light on monetization also have to make compromises sometimes, because they're not trying to get an obscene amount of money out of you, like Genshin Impact or some of the other competitors. I haven't noticed too many other changes. I don't know if I'm gonna bother to get to endgame again, because I've already done it like 3 times. I've got other stuff to play, as mentioned in my community post, so I don't know how hardcore I'll go on this time, but it doesn't help that Pinnacle of Combat is coming back in like a week, a little bit over a week, and I think that's actually open beta, so no more wipe. So that kind of makes me not want to put a lot of time into this. I know I like grinding games, but I don't really like having to do it from scratch over and over. I'm guessing the reason why they're wiping this time is probably because they want to get feedback on the new monetization systems, like the new banner, the new currency for the banners, and then, you know, the battle pass and everything. So they don't want people to pay for something that they might take out or revise, or they might nerf it or make it better. I'm guessing that's their reasoning, but I think they've wiped this a little bit too much. I mean, it's not like they haven't added new content. They have, I think they adjusted the cooldown phantoms so that you can have less downtime, which is actually really good. It's one of the things that people hated about the last update, the last beta that they did. So let's go over the cash shop a little bit. What is this? This is not even fully translated. So this is basically a package that allows you to skip RNG when you want to upgrade a Phantom. I don't remember how much that is because the currency is like not translated properly. It thinks I'm in Japan for some reason, but looks like they don't really have that much RNG in the game, so whether you value that or not, I guess, is one thing, but I definitely think it's a little shady that you don't get to keep your stuff. Or meaning, you don't get to transfer your Phantoms between characters. I spent like 50 bucks on the last beta because they promised that you would get double back. They're doing that again this beta, but I don't even really want to play the game that long to warrant spending more money, because I already did that the first time that they had the cash shop open. But what was I gonna say? I'm a little tired. I'm pretty sure they will make adjustments if people are nice enough to give feedback. I mean, one of the things right now is that Wuthering Waves, which is the Honkai, not the Genshin Impact clone from, sorry, my XSplit is a little messed up. Wuthering Waves, which is the Genshin Impact clone from the PGR developers. Everybody was expecting it to have PGR monetization, which means that if you spend a little bit of money, you get pretty much everything in the game. It ended up being the complete opposite, and everybody is just rioting over it. I don't think this game is that bad. I think that they're trying to find a compromise where it's like they make enough money to keep the servers up. They have something for people to wail for, but I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty whack. Hold on a minute. Having all kinds of tech problems today. Another gacha news. As far as we can tell, Pinnacle of Combat has completely doubled down on dumbing down their combat systems, so I don't know how much I'll stick with that game, unfortunately. Seems like they want to make the game worse. Check out the new version. Hopefully they make some changes, but they put out a video basically just doubling down. They had Itsuno on there talking about how great the combat was, which is a pretty straight lie as far as I'm concerned. There were some nice things about it, but not enough to like really make me want to play it a lot. Alright, well, I've streamed hours of this in the past, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off there. I'll definitely take this game more seriously once it's in full release, but they are wiping for the third time, so I don't feel like it's worth my time. I've got a secret project to work on. I've got some backlog stuff I might be reinstalling and trying, so yeah. Apparently this is going to be up for a few weeks, and then I guess the full release is going to be imminent, so I guess when that happens, I'll definitely check the game out again. But yeah, they have made some improvements for sure. They have added more monetization avenues, which is a little bit concerning, but it seems like the prices are relatively fair. I mean, being able to pay and just get something guaranteed is something you have to appreciate in games like this, because it means that they don't really want you to be gambling. So, I think that bodes well. However, I'm not sure if I want to spend that money if I did cash on this game again. I'm not sure if I want to cash for each character that I want to play. That's a little bit excessive. It goes against the other service game that I play predominantly, which is PGR, where you kind of just have everything on one account. So if one character wants to share something, you can just put it on them, for the most part, unless you bind it to a character, like you bind the memories to a character. You can pretty much just share stuff and you can pass things around. The fact that you can't do that in this, despite having, you know, only 4 characters, is a little bit concerning, but maybe they will have some kind of compromise for that in the future. If you are playing the beta, definitely want to make sure that you voice your feedback, because these guys do listen. I feel like they're not expecting this to be like a massive groundbreaking success, but they do want to make enough money to keep it going. I think having the Battle Pass probably leads a lot of credence to, you know, maybe they will maybe they will lighten up a little bit on the Phantom system and let you carry them over between characters or something like that, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.